for some of the people in Dallas, and I think you're going to see.
Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Ashton Jackson, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys versus Buffalo Bills game. So before we hop into the video, I appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share my video with anyone who you think will enjoy my content. Really just hopping straight into it. You guys already know I like to go over the injury reports. Really for the Dallas Cowboys, there has been, it's the flu season, it's like cold season because right now we're heading into that part of the year where the season's changed and a lot of people are getting sick and things of that nature. So that's what ended up really happening with the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, Brandon Cooks, Stephon Gilmore, and I want to say Michael Parsons. All three of them had the flu, so sometimes they were limited and they did not practice on Thursday and Friday. Um, Rico Dowdle was dealing with an ankle injury, so he was limited on Wednesday and Thursday. Did have full participation on Friday. Jonathan Hankins, as we do know, he is out due to an a high ankle sprain that was suffered against the Philadelphia Eagles. Prayers up for him. He will be back for the playoffs, so I'm not really too worried about that. Malik Hooker, he didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday, but was a limited participation on Friday. And that's pretty much it, really, on the injury report for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, major news for the Buffalo Bills, and it's not great news, is that Michael Hyde and AJ Epinesa are both out right now, and they're not going to be playing on Sunday's matchup. So, now going into the ways in which we are going to beat the Buffalo Bills. And the number one thing I do have written down was that be yourself, just play your game. I understand that this is a 7-6 team. You are what your record says you are all throughout the year, most likely, but especially this time of the season right now. Um, the Bills haven't really been great. They've had some high moments, they've had some low moments. They've just been a really inconsistent football team. But the Dallas Cowboys also have to realize that they just can't come in this game thinking that you're 10-3. You're just gonna come here and roll over the Buffalo Bills, because as so is the Dallas Cowboys, but the Bills are fighting. They're desperate to be in the playoffs. And I just got done watching the Bengals and Minnesota Vikings game. The Bengals won, so of course, the Bengals do have a tiebreaker over the um, Buffalo Bills. So it's key that the Buffalo Bills need to win out if they even have a chance to make the playoffs. So play your game and understand the Dallas Cowboys that you still have to play your game regardless, because you still have some things you got to play for as well as the Buffalo Bills do. But you got more to earn. You got more things to achieve this season more than the Buffalo Bills. They have their chances to make it to the Super Bowl and be contenders and, be a top 3 seed in the league, but they had their chance. They couldn't get it done. Take care of business. Remember, this game is low key personal. Now, remember 4 years ago on Thanksgiving when we played the Buffalo Bills, on Thanksgiving they came and they beat our behind. They mocked Dak with his dance and then mocking Zeke of his feed me sign and everything like that. I know that was years ago. That was different teams. Everything is different now. We are a better team than that team was in 2019. So we're going to be good. But another thing, we got to attack the middle of the field. One thing I was seeing on Twitter, shout out to Mina Kimes, um, she pointed out like a really great football stat that the Buffalo Bills, they play a lot of cover 2 high, cover 2 shell. So they play a lot of cover 2, basically what Philly was running a lot last year. And every single time we were beating the Philadelphia Eagles, we're attacking the middle of the field. That's really how you tackle Tampa 2. You attack the middle of the field, deep post routes into the 2 safeties, crossers. You can do seam routes, all that many different things. But they're ranked, I think, last in almost every single thing that has to do into the middle of the field defensively already. So yeah, I posted her tweet up here, but it says since losing Matt Milano, the Bills defense versus the passes in the middle of the field has been 31st in pass rating, 30th in success rate, and 26 per efficiency per play. So, or per attempt, but a play, same thing. But really attack the middle of the field. They don't have any solid linebackers there anymore. Their run game is going to be kind of not really that great, because I know that they did lose a nose tackle. I forgot his name, but he isn't going to be there. I know they still have Ed Oliver. He's kind of like Osa Digizua, undersized defensive tackle. Don't sleep on him. They got Gregory Rousseau. I don't know if he's playing or not, but I know for sure they have Von Miller. Um, but really, like I said, their linebackers are really weak. They have Jordan Poyer out there, but they don't have a real true free safety out there. I know they have Taylor Rapp. Also, I believe you have to establish the run because um, the Bills are not that good against the run as well. I haven't seen a lot of teams run the ball on them, but I believe that Dallas Cowboys, we are picking up that steam and we're finally figuring out our run game and things of that nature because we did run for 100 plus yards. I want to say in the past 3 weeks. We were able to do that against Seattle, um, Philadelphia, who is this world renowned, I guess, really great run defense because you don't want to run up the middle on Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis, and you were able to do that on Sunday night. So I do think that if you establish your run game, things will set up for the pass and things of that nature. And plus, the weather right now in Buffalo isn't going to be too bad. Tomorrow, upstate New York, they said it's going to be like around 50 degrees, raining. So it isn't going to be that bad, thankfully, because first when the schedule first released in May, I was thinking that we was going to be playing in a snow blizzard, like how it was last year when the Bills played on my birthday, which is tomorrow. When the Bills and the Dolphins had played, it was snowing, and Buffalo Bills fans were throwing snowballs at the Miami Dolphins players. So I thought we were gonna get similar weather to that, but no, it's completely, totally something different. Please limit your penalties. I always have a goal of five, try to make it at five or below. But also, when we go on these road games, we get penalty heavy. Just don't do any of the holding calls, setting your offense back, no pass interferences after you had made a significant play on third and long, no roughing the passer, all that different things. Also, take care of the ball. Again, you are a better team than the Buffalo Bills, so don't bring them down or don't go down to their level, turn the ball over, and trying to make the Bills a better team than what they actually are. Right? Uh, we have to keep QB spy on Josh Allen. He's similar to um, Jalen Hurts to where they'll run when they need to, but most likely they're going to pass. But the difference between Allen and Hurts is that Allen he can hurt you with his arm because he has a rocket of an arm. His accuracy is pretty solid, but really, with him, we gotta get him moving in the pocket. Rush contain. So when we're pass rushing, contain it. Don't over pursue gaps. Don't try to go in for a sack. Go in slowly when you beat the offensive tackle. Try to contain Josh Allen, and it's also key that our secondary has to play to the whistle, right? This is a quarterback that is not going to go down on the first tackle. Um, that's another thing I also have to key in as well. We have to really tackle well because once we get to Josh Allen, just because you get to Josh Allen does not mean the play is over. He's going to try to do one of three things. He's going to either trying to, stiff arm you. He's going to try to jump over you. He's going to try to throw you to the ground and throw the ball. While he's getting tackled, he's probably going to try and get the ball off as well. So you got to make sure when you're the Dallas Cowboys that you are playing past the whistle because the play's never over with Josh Allen. Um, I believe our quarterback spot in this game is going to be Donovan Wilson. We like that last year, week 3 on Monday night against the New York Giants. Who was a guy that was making a lot of different plays? It was Donovan Wilson because he was your quarterback spy. And when we played Philly last year 2 times, one at Philly and Dallas, um, Donovan Wilson has been our designated quarterback spy man. So I think he does a really great job at doing that. He did a really great job stepping up for us last week. Another thing, don't let James Cook burn you. He's another guy that when in the passing game, they like to add him into the passing game and have you on mismatches versus your linebackers. Their offense is kind of like ours, where it's different from how it was the first 7-8 weeks of the season when they had Ken Dorsey calling plays to now when they have Joe Brady calling plays. If you guys don't remember the name Joe Brady, that was a guy who was calling plays for that 2019 LSU offense. Again, people call that as one of the greatest college football teams of all time. So, they don't have those weapons in Buffalo, but they got some really great weapons. You got James Cook, Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, Gabe Davis, Stephon Diggs, um, which I'm about to get to in a little bit about Stephon Diggs. But again, I think James Cook is going to be on some mismatches, but I believe Marquise Bell and Demo Clark are going to be ready for the test at hand or the task at hand versus a guy like James Cook. He's very elusive, um, more explosive than his brother. Of course, running backs at the early stage of their career are going to be more explosive than other running backs later in their career. But he's really great in the passing game, and he has tremendous speed. We have to pay attention to James Cook And I think Marquise Bell is more likely going to be the guy who's going to be guarding him. And then also got to be paying attention for J-Ron Curse because he's going to be on the matchup with Dalton Kincaid. And Dalton Kincaid has been looking pretty solid this year. He hasn't been that difference maker tight end yet, but I'm pretty sure eventually he's going to transition into that role. And also, we still have to pay attention to Stephon Diggs. He's still a difference maker. He still can make the big play on you. I understand the relationship isn't that great between him and Josh Allen, but still, they understand what the task is at hand. They want to make the playoffs. They'll put their differences aside, and they'll want to win this football game. So, again, just to go over some of the things again to how and which ways we are going to beat the Buffalo Bills. Dallas Cowboys, just be yourself, play your game. Don't play no hero ball. Understand what's at hand. The NFC East and a potential easier road to the Super Bowl is at stake, and you got to be able to win out the rest of your games. Get in, get out healthy and safe, right? Attack the middle of the field. Shout out to Mina Kimes, the 31st in passer rating, 30th in success rate, and 26th in efficiency per attempt / play. So they're really weak in the middle of the field, and they run a temp to style defense. And that's another thing. If they want to go in with light boxes, that's what I'm saying. Establish your run game because if you're only going to have 6 people in the box, 5 people in the box, we're going to run it down the field and we're going to have an easy time against you guys. Limit your penalties. That's what normally hurts you in these games. Limit your penalties. Take care of the ball. If you mess up on both of those ends of the spectrum, you're doing one of two things. You're either bringing the team up to your level or you're going stooping down to theirs. So let's make sure that you take care of those two situations. Keep a quarterback spy on Josh Allen. You got to keep him on the run outside of the pocket because when he rolls out left or right, which he's both dangerous in, he locks onto when he rolls out, he's locking onto one person, and that'll be easier for the defense because you keep your quarterback spy, and your defender will know where to go because Josh Allen looks only one way when he's rolling out. Don't let James Cook burn you. He's going to be on mismatches versus some of your linebackers. I think Marquise Bell and Damone Clark are going to be fine. So you still have to pay attention to Stephon Diggs. I know what the relationship right now is with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. It isn't great, but still you got to make sure that you're taking care of your business. And defense has to play to the whistle. The play's never over with Josh Allen and this Buffalo Bills team. So that's about it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.